G'day everyone, so we're looking at the TAQ 56 today. This is a Warzone build. I know I've done a video on this one before, but that was for multiplayer. We're now moving on to some Warzone builds, some long range builds. Here's all the attachments for it. I'm going to go through the tuning. So we've got the barrel. We've got this one all the way up and all the way to the right. And for the muzzle here, we're going with the Harbinger TD20 all the way up and all the way to the right. Now we've got the TAQ grip here for the underbarrel all the way up and also all the way to the right. High velocity ammunition all the way up and all the way to the right for the tuning, and the 60 round mag. That's it. Now for the script, we're going to be using the Taylordrift Outcast script. You can download this one from the Taylordrift Discord. There'll be a link to that in the description. There'll also be a direct download link for the script too. So look for the Dropbox link in the description. That'll take you to a direct download for these scripts. If you've never used this script before, there's going to be some instructions on the screen for you now. So make sure you take a screenshot of those so you know how to enter the menu, navigate the menu, and change your value. All right, so I'm going to go through the anti-recoil stuff for this script. Now, if you've been watching a lot of my videos recently, you're probably thinking, well, Wayne, you've explained this a million times, but there's so many new viewers to the channel every time I post a video that I need to explain this stuff each time. So if you're a seasoned, viewer, I suppose you could just get the attachments, watch the clips at the end if you want to. But if you're a new viewer, this part's very important. So what we're going to do is we're going to enter the menu. We're going to go into the anti-recoil part. And if you're not sure how to enter the menu or go to the anti-recoil part, it's because you probably skipped the first part of the video where I had the instructions on the screen. You need to go back and get a screenshot of those so you can keep up. So we've got Legacy or Rumble anti-recoil. There's Legacy and there's Rumble. Now, I have done a video quite recently on what both of these Legacy Rumble and Polar anti-recoil options are. I'll go into it's not a real in-depth explanation. It gives you a very quick, basic explanation of what exactly each one of those are doing. There'll be a link to that video in the description, and I recommend watching that if you want to, understand exactly what's going on with this anti-recoil. But anyway, so there's Legacy or Rumble. It doesn't matter which one you choose. You both work them out the same way. I'm going to go with Legacy. Once you go into that option, you can see vertical and horizontal strength, okay? Now, with this, I only ever worry about vertical. I've never had to worry about horizontal strength for one of these weapons yet, so I'm just going to go with vertical. All you need to do is start increasing your vertical strength. Okay, now I always start on 10, but you don't have to copy that. You can start on 20, you can start on 15, you can start on 30. It's completely up to you. All right, so I'm going to start on 10. We'll back out so that's all saved, and then you aim and shoot and see what it's like. All right, so it's not too bad, but you can see the recoil is still there, right? The weapon is kicking up. So what we need to do is we go back to our anti-recoil of choice, and we start increasing that vertical anti-recoil strength. Okay, so I'm going to go from 10 to 15. Maybe if you started on 20, you can go from 20 to 25, 20 to 30. It's completely up to you. The main point is if you still see recoil on the weapon, that recoil is going up. We're going to increase our vertical anti-recoil strength. All right, so we've gone from 10 to 15. I'll back out, give it another test. Not too bad. Try the guy down the back here. Still kicking up. So what we'll do is we'll go back in and we'll turn this up a little bit more. Right there. That's feeling a lot better. I'll wait for this guy down the back to get back up. This is an AR. Better test the long range. There we go. Oh, still kicked up in just a tiny little bit. So could maybe turn that up just a tiny little bit as well. But you could see it's not going up as much as it was before. So you're not going to keep increasing it 5 or 10 at a time. You can start increasing that anti-recoil value 1 or 2 at a time to sort of fine tune it, right? So let's see. Still kicking up a little bit. But it's not too bad. But since it is going up a tiny bit, again, I'll increase this a tiny bit as well. See what we get. There we go. All right. Very easy. So you can see on that long one there, it wasn't kicking up anymore. It's so simple. Honestly, just keep turning this one up. Doesn't matter if you choose Legacy or Rumble. Now, we've also got the Polar V2 option here. There's a Legacy and a Rumble option with these ones. But when you go into Polar V2, if you go over past the vertical and horizontal strength, you'll notice there's a boost time and a dead zone. So they're the two new options with this anti-recoil. The dead zone part's very easy. All you want to do is just match the dead zone here with whatever your in-game dead zone is, right? Very easy. Now, the boost time, don't let this confuse you. The way the Polar anti-recoil works is that you set your anti-recoil strength here, right? And then you also set the boost time. Now, when you start shooting, you'll get a slightly stronger anti-recoil for the amount of time you have your boost time set at, okay? So mine's set at 1600, which is just over 1.5 seconds, all right? So this means that when I shoot, the anti-recoil is slightly stronger than what I have it set at just here, right? It's slightly stronger than 11 for 1.6 seconds, and then it switches back to 11, all right? That's how it works. If I change this from 1600 to 1000, it means that when I shoot, I would get a slightly stronger anti-recoil for 1 second, and then it would change back to 11, okay? So I've already got this set up to how I've been using this anti-recoil with this weapon. It actually works really well. So 1600 was the time that I used, but you'll just have to play around with the vertical strength until you find something that you like. I'll just show you what this looks like here. This is great. I see. That's really good. Right, but again, you just work it out the same way. What I recommend doing, if you want to use this one, the polar, coming in here, just putting the boost time on 1600, and then coming back to the vertical strength and slowly working your way up, okay? Just like I did with the previous anti-recoil, I did start on 10, but you'll probably find that with this polar anti-recoil, your values are going to be a bit different. So with the other anti-recoil, I think the vertical ended up going up to 22. With this one, I have it set on 11 with the boost time at 1600, and it's shooting just the same. You do work this one out a bit differently, but I'm just showing you that it is possible to work it out with Legacy/Rumble, or if you want to use Polar V2, you can use that as well. And there we go. So that's everything I wanted to cover for this video. There's one last look at the attachments. For now, I'm going to jump into some clips of me using this weapon. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask them down in the comments. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you next time. Down here? Oh, here on the... Okay. In his little shed thing. Really? In his little... Where? Oh! See here. I tried to use an older controller as like a side one, but
you're in the top 10. Well done. Gas is closing in. Relocating the safe zone.
I'm good.
Only 5 remain. Finish
the Steam, I thought I had Steams, I should have grabbed them.
Huh?
Thought I had Steams. I think he thinks it's the bots.
Yeah.
How many times do I need to...
Watch your right, man. I think that's a player.
Yeah, that is. I've got no ammo left. Or one mag.
He's on roof. He's
in.
running. He's down.
No mames, güey, de perro. Pegó una vergüenza.
Headshot
Wait,
coming
boys,
out.
coming on.
Oh, fuck me.
Where is this?
He's over there.
I was doing these rushes again. I've only got 24 AR rounds left.
Team wiped.
How the f does he keep on killing them?
There's some bullets there.
Oh,
Oh, nice. More.
Irish people in our fucking games.
Because they're playing on our servers. It's how it works.
What's someone here? 2v. Oh, you're with the right shield. Down him.
Well done.
For these last ones.
Oh, here.
Fall back.
3v2.
Oh, we got zone. Easy.
What gun are you using, bro? Wayne.
TAQ. Like 56.
You're fucking killing it, bro.
No.
Oh!